Hello everyone, and I am bringing you the next installment of Vanilla to Beyond. I have an eyelash in my eye, I'm sorry. But yes, basically we're bringing you the next episode of Vanilla to Beyond. Reason why I didn't do one yesterday, and I will apologize now, is due to the fact of I was very busy. When I say I was very busy, I took the kids to school. I then had to have a job center appointment. Yes, fair enough, it was a little bit of my own fault because I decided to stay at the vape shop and speak to a friend. And then when I got back, I needed to have lunch. Once I had lunch, I had too little time, so I couldn't record the video without the kids being back. And I don't normally do videos while the kids are at home. So, here we are, next episode. This episode is all going to be about seeds. I'm joking, by the way, it's not all going to be about seeds, we're actually going to be improving this. This right here, which we do need to go down into our chest room. We need to get our iron. We've got a couple of blocks of iron as well that we can turn into iron as well. We also need to go back down to the chest room in a sec because I have totally screwed that up, and I also need prosperity shards, I need inferium essence, and we need a diamond, I believe. If I go at mystical agriculture, how do we make one of them gems again? That's another shard. I can't seem to find it. Is the camera hiding it? I'm sorry. This may look very weird, but I can just about see everything this side. And I probably sound really quiet this side of the mic. I'm sorry. I have no clue where that could be. Right, we'll just do it this way. There it is. Infusion crystal. How do we make it? No, we don't want this premium one, we want the other one. We want the average one, that one. So it's diamond, prosperity shards. Okay, we've got that. So, we left the diamond downstairs. Right, so diamond. Now we need to make a prosperity shard. Which is, when I say prosperity shard, I mean to do that. Now, I need a few of these. I could probably do this so much easier just by doing this. But me no thinky. I thought it was that. Or is it this? Is that? Okay. So we've got 15 of them. Which then doesn't oh no, it's 2. Okay. It's 2 every ingot. And then how do we make the first furnace? We need an inferium block. Like so. That was 3, but it's fine. And we need 1, and we need the furnace. So we'll grab the furnace. We'll put it here, put that there, put these like that. Like so. I'm going to need to go and get some more prosperity shards. And then we put that there. Now what we do is, we do the same again, but with this. So we want 1 block. Could also turn that back into that and just do this. And then we want more prosperity shards because I was a fool and used all of them. Luckily we've got quite a few of them. Then we want to do this again. Makes 16. We don't need as many as we did beforehand. We only need the 2. Like so. So that's that, and that's one of them. And then from there, we just need to put that there, that there, that there, and that there. And then we've got another one. So we've gone from light green to dark green, and then the next one is going to be the orange one, but we've not got enough essence. So I think for the time being, if I go and get some food, we'll cook some food up real quick. I think for the time being, we're actually going to go down to our mob farm. Now, I am going to skip on a lot of the mob farm because it will take me a while, but we will get quite a bit of essence. I will also plant said seed. As you can tell, the furnace is a lot quicker than what it was. It won't take 5 years to smelt something new. We can just have that for now. We'll leave that smelting. What a lovely green furnace that is. Excuse me. Do you have anything good? Not really. Stay in there. The llamas can stay outside. But we are going to go and slay some zombies in the zombie spawner. Once I've done that... Oh wait, I was meant to be putting the seed down. Boop. Once I've done that, we'll come back. We'll... Then... What's the word? Try and make the orange one, and I think the orange one would be the last one that we make for the time being. But we just want, in the near future, an Awakened Supremium Furnace. Cook speed 20,000%, so you could put in a stack and it'll be instant. Fuel efficiency, so it won't even use one piece of coal. So I could probably, multiply that by God knows how much. And yeah, once we've got that, we'll be alright for smelting stuff. Which is a-okay. I think I've got shaders on. It just looks very bright down here. Torch. Easiest way to tell if we've got shaders on is this. I could also press K. Just eat me potatoes. That's redstone. Is it just me, or... Let me get somewhere that's dark. Yeah, I've still got my shaders on. Okay. I do feel as if we do need... some way of mending this. I heard a spider, don't know where it is, couldn't care less. We're going to the mob spawner. And then once I get there, I shall edit the next 40 minutes out, because I am going to grind away at these zombies. Like, we've got already 37 Inferium Essence in. I also need to take out that backpack because why not? We've also got 2 iron in there, which is quite nice. But the more Inferium Essence we've got, the more we can do. So away we go at grinding zombies. And apparently levels. But that should, in fact, be dropping some stuff. Which I think it is. So, be right back. Right, I is on my way back now. Hello, Mr. Goblin. How are you doing, Mr. Goblin? You want leather for paper... leather and paper to equal 2 books. Ooh, you're very nice. But then... Okay. Huh. But yeah. What I do need to do is I do need to enchant this pickaxe like I did state beforehand. But we do need the paper. So, what I'm planning on doing, if that good old goblin wants to stay downstairs, I highly doubt it, but if that goblin wants to stay downstairs, I can come back down. Lag. I can come back down, trade with him some paper and some leather, since we're going to be making leather from the rotten flesh we have. And we're going to be making the paper by getting our wood and stripping the logs to get wood chips. Is it wood chips? Either way, we're going to be getting the paper that way, since we have a lot of it. And then we're going to come back downstairs, get a load of books off him, make a few books. Make my bookshelves. Hello, Mr. Creepers. Nope. 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 No, Mr. Spider. And we're going to try and sugarcane. Is sugarcane? Yeah, we're going to try and sugarcane. No, we're going to try and bone meal the seed. See if it works. I highly doubt it, because if I remember rightly, bone mealing the saplings, the seeds, trying to bone meal the seeds from mystical agriculture, if I remember rightly, does not work, but we'll still attempt it. I do need to do this first, like, there's that, there's that. And there's that one. So there's all of the rotten flesh gone from that one. All the rotten flesh gone from that one. And there we go. Now all we have to do is lob it in there. Let it smelt. Then we want 1 a books, 2 a paper. Because I didn't realise we actually had more paper. We also want our wood. I do still need to make signs for this. We don't need the stripped ones, we just need the normal ones, and we need an axe. Which this one I do. Need to go upstairs, place this on here, just strip away. Oh. Can you not open up my door, please? Can you leave it closed? I swear, every Minecraft game I play, the villagers just want to mess me around. So we'll do this. Get a lot of paper. No! Get off my... Go! Get off my chopping board. And then, once we've finished this, like so. I swear down, I'm going to attack you in a minute. Get off my chopping board. Right. So now we've got them. We can do this, which makes the paper. We've got leather. Now, if we go back downstairs, I know we've got quite a few books as it is. We've got 15. But we do need more than that. So we can make our enchantment table to level 30. Once we can get level 30 enchants, we'll then try to enchant this Supremium Hepatizian War Pickaxe. Which it'll probably give us not just fortune and unbreaking, it'll probably give us stuff like sharpness, or not sharpness, infinity and stuff like that, only because it's also a bow. But we're going to have to deal with it, okay? We'll see if our goblin friend's there, and if he's not, I shall cut, and then we shall be back up to the top where we're planting seeds. Due to the fact of, obviously, him not being there. But we do want our enchantment table to be fully completed so we can get more resources. Don't get me wrong, we can get resources from the mystical agriculture, but I'm not quite there yet, so I would like to get resources normally. Oh, look, slimes. He's still there. Come here, Mr. Slime. Yeah, slime balls. And you, come here. Yeah, so we've got 22 books out of that. That's nice. Nicer than what we would have got, to be fair. So we've got 37. So that makes 12 bookshelves. And we need roughly 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Wait. Is it normally 27 bookshelves? Or can you get level 30 enchants a little bit easier? I cannot remember. It's one of them. It's one of them that I do not like to remember. Or, I don't remember. I will state, if the camera does cut off at any point, I am so sorry, but my phone is almost dead. I did not charge it, and no, I was not organized. No, I was not prepared. Even though I knew I was going to do a video today. I use my phone for a lot of things. I use it for recording my face cam, I use it for listening to music, I use it for outgoing calls and incoming calls. I use my phone for a lot of things. The only thing I don't use my phone for, normally, is YouTube. As in, watching it. Yes, I probably do at bedtime, but... Huh? Right, so we do need to try and bone meal this to see if it works. Huh? At least you're at my house. Wait. You're not at my house. There's 2 of you? Oh, packed ice. Rarest thing in Minecraft. You're still in my house as well. Just go away. Leave my house alone. My house hasn't done anything to any of you. Right, so there's 12. Oh, now you're bringing your llamas into my... Don't you start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll do. What does that give us? Want to enchant that? Okay. That only gives us 16 levels. But I want it to be enchanted. No, we're not enchanting an ingot. Stop being an idiot. Alright, so we now need bone meal because we're not getting any more enchantment levels out of that. I don't need to be on top of my roof. This needs to stop. Alright, so what did we want? We wanted bone meal. We got plenty of bones. We have. You watch, this won't work. And I would have done this for nothing. Yep. And if it does work, that'd be great. And bone meal. Well, that answers my question. It doesn't work. It shows you it works, but then it doesn't anyway, so... Watering can. Watering can should work. Watering can... is iron, bone meal, and bowl. Watering can should work, I believe. Because it is a part of mystical agriculture, I think. Because that's why we've got Inferium, Supremium. What's this one? Thermal cultivation improves plant growth using water. Well, I didn't know that's what a watering can did. But at least now I do. I'm joking, by the way. Obviously, I knew. I've got the materials on me. What am I doing? Back upstairs. Watering can needs bowl. Needs bone meal. Needs iron. Iron. Watering can. Now click. And let's see if this works now. I have to be here for a while. We do need to be here for a while. But there is a words. Think about it. Words. I'm trying to think of what you say. There is a way I can do this by doing this. There we go. And then let's say I didn't want that one and I wanted this one instead. I'm pretty sure. There we go, look. See? Now it should grow faster. Inferium output 150%. Secondary chance 10%. So now we should get Inferium outputs like so. And we also get seeds back. Which then we can do that there. And carry on doing this. And basically what this does is we can then create as much Inferium as possible. Hopefully. Make an Inferium farm this side. For now. Because I will make its own Inferium farm, like an automated one. Probably over there somewhere. So it's not near to the normal farm. And then after we've done that, I didn't get any seeds from that one, did I? No, I didn't. After we've done that, we'll just keep grabbing them resources and we won't have to worry about them. Which means then on to the next parts, which is more adventure. Because yes, fair enough, this is going to take a while to get a lot of Inferium, but I will, and I mean this time, I'm not lying, I'm not gaslighting as some people would say, I am being deadly serious. I will spend my time just to get as much Inferium essence as possible so that we can continue and make the better furnaces. The better furnaces, the better equipment, and then we shall explore. And we shall go and defeat as many bosses as possible. We shall try and find the good old bee queen in the Bumble Zone. We will also try and find a deep dark because there is a portal. Because I have got the deeper and darker mod in this modded survival as well. So that'll be fun. Did I just get another seed? Probably not. But I will go to sleep in a second. And I will come back over here to basically build that side. I see this one grows quicker than that one does, and it makes no sense. No sense at all. Right, so we got a bit of Inferium essence from there. Let me just... Oh wait, I've got it on me. If I really wanted to, I could make a crafting table outside. It wouldn't be too much of a hassle. It kind of makes sense since we're right next to the... No. I just realised we put it here. And you... Oh, no, we don't put it there either. We put it here. Because then you can't just walk onto that. So if we grab this and do this twice, and boom, then we can turn this and this into that. And there we go, jobs are good. And we have a 3 by 3, I almost said 9 by 9, 3 by 3 square, which, once these have grown, I will perchance take a look at watering can. Grow, thank you. And have a look how we make this one. Mystical fertilizer that has a drop chance from these, which is annoying as hell because I won't get the drop chance yet. But yes, I think for future, we're going to leave all the grinding off camera. I shall play throughout the game, grind as much as possible. Yay, we got another Inferium seed. Grind as much as possible, get as much Inferium essence as possible, and then we can actually explore and do some more nice cinematic, nice adventure-y looking items, which, yeah. Oh, no, we can make it. We just need a diamond, apparently. Which, luckily, I have plenty. Unfortunately, you need diamonds for the gear as well, and the diamond sword, and so on and so forth. But once we have the gear, it'll all just come to place anyway. So we need the fertilizer, like so, and we need to do that. We need to get the Inferium essence ingots, and then we need to put that in the middle. I have done that wrong, apparently. There we go. Now we have an Inferium water bucket, which is so much better since... No! Oh, I'll sort that out at a later date. Which, it does 3 by 3. If I remember rightly. Yep. 3 by 3. So all I would have to do at this point is stand in the middle here and just keep doing this. And it'll grab all of these. Don't jump on it. It'll grab all of these, making the process 10 times faster. And then from here, obviously, we go from Prudimentium farmland to Tertium to Imperium to Supremium. I don't think you can get Awakened Supremium farmland. Let me just... Awakened Supremium. No, you can't. You can't get Awakened Supremium farmland, but you can get Supremium farmland, which is the highest you can get, and you get the most yield out of it. So that's what we'll be aiming for. We'll also try, because you can get... Where is it? I swear you can get Supremium ones of this. I don't think you can, actually. I think it is literally just Supremium, not Awakened Supremium. Where is it? It looks like a normal block. There it is. Growth Accelerator. We will try and get these eventually as well, because I believe Inferium. Inferium growth accelerator. You get 3 for just this, but you do need diamonds every time, and it does a 12 block range. So it'll go 12 down, and then it'll go 12 across. So what you actually do is you do supremium blocks all the way around. If you really wanted to, you could have one in the middle, I think. Grows the plant above it faster, range 12. And so, yeah. No, so you've got to have a load of supremium. Hold on. Inferium, sorry. If I go supremium again, look at the water bucket. So that does 11 by 11. So you would have an 11 by 11 area. I would say 12 by 12 area, because then you can have the one in the middle. But you'll have that area. Underneath it, you'll have 12 inferium, 12 supremium, 12 inferium, 12 rudimentium, 12 tertium, 12... What's the one after tertium? Imperium, and then 12 supremium. And then them growth accelerators will grow it even quicker. And then all you have to do with your supremium water bucket or watering can is stand directly in the middle and let them grow even faster, which then you're basically getting them in less than a second. Or in my case, since I think I put this into it, you add a harvester. Might help if I can spell. A harvester pylon. Stick that in the middle. Once you've stuck that in the middle, it'll then grab the crops around it in a certain radius. I can't remember what the radius is. But then you put a chest on top, because this block can actually be placed inside a water block. Then you put a chest on top, which then every time it's grown, it'll grab all the crops around it in a certain radius, and then put it in the chest. And there's your automation. So that's what we are going to do eventually, and it'll be so much easier and so much quicker to get all the stuff that we need. Because once we've got that, then we can go on to the different stuff like blood magic. What's another one? We can go on blood magic. We can go on Tinker's Construct. Since we'll be able to actually make the resources. Yes, fair enough, it's a cheapskate way of going, oh yeah, look, we've got as much resources as possible. But then we don't have to destroy the beautiful land that's called Minecraft. Or in my case, Vanilla to Beyond. We can leave the world as it is. We've destroyed it enough as it is. So the more things that we can get without destroying any more of the world, the more we can build on said world without destroying the world. If you get me. Yes, I'm sorry this has been tedious. I'm hoping you're enjoying my commentary instead of watching me just water plants all day long. But this is the plan for the rest of the video, in a sense. I could possibly go and cut down some trees, but do I want to do that? Possibly not. Oh wait, we also want compass. We also want one of these compasses. Explorer's compass, which is a web, cobweb, cracked stone brick, and compass in the middle. And we also want the nature's compass, which is pretty simple and straightforward as well. So if we go and make them first, how do we make the cracked stone brick? Okay. But if we go and make them, then that's something else we've done this video, which will help us on our journeys and adventures. Since literally all it takes is... I need to go and get some more iron. All it takes is iron, redstone, wood, stone, technically, and... Wait, wrong wood. I need to go and get some wood. Because it likes... Oh wait, I need the saplings as well. Make up your mind! Yep. So now we're going to get the wood. I'm just going to jump this water. Like so. Imagine getting like quadruple jump. I'll be able to jump that whole thing. So we'll go and get some more wood. Let me up. There we go. So we'll get this wood, we'll jump back over to our house in a sec, we'll make the compasses, and then that'll probably be it for today's video. And then from there, it will be me grinding away off camera to get as much Inferium Essence as possible, and then tomorrow's episode, I will probably start on other bits and pieces. Like... show you what I make with the Inferium and everything else. But for the time being, we are mining logs. Which then could also get us more paper down the line. Which is also helpful. Almost chopped this tree down completely. This big, massive tree that I decided to make. The leaves will start falling off now and giving me saplings. Because we're getting to that point where literally nothing's connected. Apparently that part's connected, but it's fine. And that one. But that's a part of another tree entirely. We'll just keep chopping away until either our axe breaks or we've completely removed this said tree. When I say remove this said tree, I mean the whole trees, because obviously there's more than one sapling here. But we don't want floating trees, so we'll have to get rid of them one soon as well. I know I've just been talking about getting rid of the beautiful landscape, but sometimes some of the things do need to get rid of, otherwise it just makes it an eyesore, especially when you've been chopping wood and the trees are just like non-existent now. Last little bit. And then if these leaves don't go, I'll sort these leaves out eventually. But I think they are disappearing. I should have put my stone into smelt. But it's fine, I'll do that in a second. And boom. So that's all of that done. We've got all our saplings back. Probably more than what I needed. So I will end up replanting them later. So I've got a stable source of wood. Since we do want to build upon this base eventually. We'll go to sleep. And then we'll start on the stone. Which we are looking a little bit low on coal. Have we got more down here? We should do. Yes, we do. Just put that in there. Since that makes a whole stack of 64 again. Let this smelt a little bit, because I think I only need 4, so we only need 4 in general. Like so. Oh, wait, no. Then we want to grab these, turn it into that, and then lob them in there. And then we want to go to this. We want to do... Nope, wrong thing. I need to also turn this into the iron. Go around twice like so. That is apparently an iron ring. Good to know. There's 2 iron compasses. Iron compasses. 2 compasses. And then we want that. There's the nature's compass. And then there's a cracked stone brick. We want to do this. Compass in the middle. And then... Oh, you've got to be testing me. Can't I, like, I don't know, shear them, maybe? Because I know where some cobwebs are. But we have to do some rigmarole to get them. We need a mana-infused string. So that means we're going to go into Botania tomorrow, most likely. So we can get a mana-infused string, so that we can just make 4 cobwebs to make our said explorer's compass, which will get us on the way to understanding where certain things are. Like if I do this, we can see a lot, and I mean a lot of biomes. That's good for the biomes, but then we also need the explorer's compass, which tells us where certain areas are, like Stronghold and so on and so forth, which then we can get more books, more everything in a sense, and we'll be all good. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.